happening in front of our eyes by the countries which helped to establish this court. How much double morality are we going to watch in the future? Was evaluating cases from Africa, Asia, from least developed countries, we were all wrong. Why am I so passionate about it? Because one of the judges at the International Criminal Court is Slovenian, and at the beginning, women judges. And you cannot imagine how many difficulties Slovenian judge has because of the sanctions. And now the whole institution of the International Criminal Court is in danger. Luckily, we have international courts, but still this is under the auspices of the United Nations. So, just to conclude, I think that every single individual is vocal about human rights because this really matters. All the wars that we have today
is going to be addressing us. Thank you so much. I know it's a little tricky because you are passing his words a little bit. And of course, your president is a human rights lawyer. So this is hard shoes to fill, but I know you will do so anyway. Welcome.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I must begin by saying human rights are foundational to a just world, which is why when we got into power last year in November, we made a pronouncement that our overarching guiding light will be human rights. We will adopt a human rights-centric approach to development. We will adopt a human rights-centric approach to foreign policy, which means that in everything we do, in every statistic we look at, we will see a human face. And I think that is exactly where the problem begins sometimes. Sometimes we speak about human rights from a very theoretical perspective. I think it is time now we need to see human beings and human faces behind everything we do. I would want to say, as I just lay a foundation, that sometimes the weakness is not in the absence of conventions or the lack of ratifications. I think the weakness sometimes is in us, those that believe in a just world. Some people's human rights are violated every day somewhere else. So we believe strongly that we inclusivity in terms of development, which is why when the president...
That's how I look at it, and you see evidence of that every day. I have one thing to say about the past and one thing about the future. Speaking hard power, human rights work is done and disseminated because there are certain...
I should know by now, every time one of the panelists speak,